Jimin ranked number 10 in the brand reputation ranking for individual boy group members for January 2024, and Jimin is also ranked number 10 in the brand reputation ranking for top 100 idols, male and female, for January 2024. Jimin is the highest-ranked BTS member on the list and remains the first and only idol to be ranked number 1 for 25 months overall. And Jimin was also the highest-ranked BTS member on the list and remained the first and only idol to top this ranking for 35 consecutive months and 49 months in total. Jimin is really amazing. He's in military service and still ranks 10th with almost 2 million points. Jimin is officially the first and only soloist to have charted at number 1 on Spotify South Korea Daily Top Artists chart for 200 days. Jimin remains on the chart for January 21, 2024. Like Crazy has now become the longest charting number 1 song on Spotify South Korea Daily Chart, now surpassing 116 days and still charting. Economist, the leading business publication in Korea, reported that Dior exceeded $1,746 million annual revenue in 2023 for the first time in 27 years since entering the South Korean market in 1997. In January, Dior's stock skyrocketed, reaching an all-time high in 31 years following the announcement of Jimin as their global ambassador. Dior now becomes one of only 3 luxury brands in South Korea to ever reach the trillion annual revenue mark. Indeed, even the biggest luxury brands can soar to new heights with the perfect ambassador. Face debuts at number 2 on this week's Billboard Vinyl Albums chart. It ties as the highest-ranking album by a Korean and K-pop soloist on the chart in history. And Face charts at number 1 on this week's Billboard World Albums. The debut EP has now spent 37 weeks on the chart, the longest ever by a K soloist. It is also the longest charting album at number 1. 5 weeks. Jimin's father has donated ramen to low-income households in Busan, a tradition he has continued for at least the past 4 years. This donation is said to be for Korean New Year celebrations. Jimin's father is known to have donated for the past 4 years, most recently for Chuseok in September last year. Jimin left his autograph at a Gangsikdang Korean barbecue restaurant in Budapest, Hungary. His autograph and a sign that reads BTS Jimin seat are proudly displayed on the wall to commemorate the visit from a special guest. The Korean barbecue restaurant in Budapest is also posted Jimin autograph picture with the following caption: "Find Jimin. Go and come back safely from the military. Jimin born as an outstanding son of the country. Happy meeting you at Gangsikdang." And one of the fan is also shared Jimin Budapest restaurant picture in her story. "I went on a business trip to Hungary and went to Kang's restaurant. Hashtag have you seen Jimin and the dancers and staff? Anybody home? I didn't even know. I searched and found out that Jimin went on a business trip to Hungary. I already knew that all the dancers were gone. Jimin, when will the Gold Hair music video come out? The 100 people came in first, and my baby entered through the back door. I saw the door open for a moment. I could see right from behind he came out briefly to say thank you to the dancers for their hard work. When saying hello, make eye contact with the person you witnessed. He came right behind me. He asked me to take a picture, but he said he couldn't do it because he was scared of the security guard. I thought I'd never see you again, asking if it's this time or when. It was amazing to see a big star who is hard to find even in Korea from the other side." And latest news: Closer Than This is now registered in Comca, where Jimin is credited as both songwriter and composer. He now has a total of 17 songs credited under his name. In this picture, some of the people also noticed that P-Dog, who always supposed Jimin, is now no longer part of HYBE. K-pop Most Famous Fandom is nominated in DBEAM Music Award 2024 Fandom of the Year, and Jimin PJM are nominated for Fandom of the Year, and we are leading with a huge gap. PJM, we are famous, and if you want to be a most famous, just vote many times as much as you can. PJM, this is our time, let's tell the world our Jimin and his fandom is most famous. BTS's Jimin and Jungkook's military services is going well. the two members of BTS began their military service on December 12, 2023. On January 15, Bigot Music announced that they had finished their 5-week basic military training. Pictures from the graduation ceremony went viral on social media, where Jimin is seen posing with his father. During this, Jungkook was seen posing with his fellow military trainees. And Jimin received the honor of praise, exemplary honors from the division chief, and was selected as the best trainee in his unit. He was also given the benefit of early promotion, as well as 4 nights leave which he could use at his home base out of respect. But after graduation day, recently a news is becoming increasingly viral on social media, and this news was, Jimin and Jungkook were glued together 24/7 in military training. According to this viral news, a South Korean citizen claimed that his acquaintance's son was a trainee in the army with BTS Jimin and Jungkook. According to netizens, the two members reportedly stayed together during their training period, showcasing their bond. The netizen further revealed that, the story of Jimin Jungkook's training camp, which is a little late. During a training session where the soldiers had to race, Jimin was allegedly placed at rank 3. While Jungkook could not participate due to an injury. Furthermore, they allegedly said that Jimin approaches me first, talks to me, and he smiles. Every time when I call him Jimin Hyung, and they say it was Jimin's moose. After reading this post, this has led to a massive wave of reactions from fans, as they shared their excitement and happiness on social media. And there have been many stories of Jimin's military training, in which people also asked him about his skin care routine. If you guys like JM News Editor channel, then please click on thank button and give a small amount of thanks, because your small thanks amount makes us happy.